I just realized my microphone was off. Oh my god. Hold on. I'll explain everything that's going on in a second. Hold on. Okay. I'm so sorry if you didn't hear a single word I just said. Okay, well, we had an interesting qualifying session, if you didn't see there. I actually got into the race, so I had to get my car in DNF from it. Sebastian is your leader right now. The top three stay the same. Branch making his first start of the season, I believe. Jose Perez coming out from a Daytona win and the Truck Series, come to Austria, and he's starting third. So good run for him. Nice to see. I really hope it doesn't cause a safety car back there. But yeah, so sorry for all that. I was talking the entire time, and I realized I had my microphone off for the stream. So yeah, that sucks, but we're here for the race. It is a sprint, if you couldn't tell with the 12 laps already. But yeah, so the Ferrari seemed to be fast already. And again, I'll do a quick overview of some stuff. While you do see the virtual safety car there, it's because Jose Perez has crashed. All right, I noticed that. He is DNF in the race. Wow, bad timing to talk about him. Well, so yeah, quick review of what's going on so far across OMA. Obviously got the iRacing VRC that has not done that yet. We are doing that on April 29th, Saturday at 8 p.m. in like 2 weeks. So for the Daytona 250, see us there for the 10th annual race. Should be a lot of fun. But yeah, so on Thursday night we had the Sports Peak Truck Series on Thursday, 8 p.m. So me and Jeffrey were on the call. Pretty good race. Each one won most of the laps, and on the last lap, Jose Perez came out with the win for his 4th OMA win. And as you see here, he just DNF'd, so that sucks for the Red Bull. It is a virtual safety car though, so we're good. On Friday, we had on Jeffrey Gonga's channel OTC at Homestead. That was a good battle between Hector and East One. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Hector had to pit in the last lap because he did not have enough fuel. And Atlanta makes a great overtake on Sebi right there. East One did come out with the victory. And last night, again, after OTC, we had the VHS with like 30 cars or so race at Daytona for the first race of the VNS Season 9 season, or VHS, whatever you want to say. Genza Akavazi won that race for the first time since like Season 4 or Season 5, Daytona 250. So yeah, sorry for the stuttering, but y'all got that caught up, I hope. If you want to join our Discord, just search up Lyle Chat on YouTube. You should find it. And go to the description on the OMA Network archive videos, and you should see a Discord invite. So if you want to join IFC, it's all right there. That's pretty much everything I said that did not get caught up on the mic because I had it off. So apologies for everyone, but now we're in IFC at Austria in the Red Bull Ring. We got to race a show. So yeah, Sebastian's out front, Landon's right behind. We got Brandon Schick in third, making his, I believe, first start of the season. I really don't know, but he's in a fast car, so I expect him to do pretty good. They got Jarrett Talmadge behind, who got wrecked at the end of qualifying by Brian Miniker, but at least it's a sprint, so it kind of helps for the actual race points. Sebastian gets the fastest lap there. Mark Boo gets a 3-second time penalty in the 10th place. But yeah, enough with the fast talking. Let's relax and enjoy some of this. Starting to spread out a little bit throughout the field, except for these two. I think these two are going to stay together the entire time. Yes, there is a Red Bull and AlphaTauri behind, but they have seemed to be the fastest so far. And I see there is rain on the track, so we are in the intermediates. I should have mentioned that before, but get that tire enabled. There we go. This Hector gets a 30-second time penalty. That's not good. So yeah, time penalties. This time it counts. I'm pretty sure they count. If I'm wrong, then screw it. I'm done. Because last week I was wrong. Jarrett Talmadge actually did win the race from second place. Because Landon Lonenbach finished across the line first, but he had 9 seconds of time penalties, and Jarrett only had 3. At Imola, we didn't count them because Imola had turns that, you know, it's like that. So I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah. But anyways, with all that being said, expect time penalties to actually count this time. I'm not aware of that. I actually know what. I'll ask right now, just to make sure. Just to make sure. Just to make sure. Hold on. Yes, they do. They do count this week. Got confirmation from the mods. Thank you to absolutely anyone who's tuning in right now. Or anyone watching in the future. This is a bit of a struggle at the moment. Sebi gets that slap again. Oh, no, and it goes to Jarrett. He made a pass on the Red Bull. Remember, top 8 get points. And as Boog just DNF'd, it's pretty much everyone but Fisher that will get points. I don't know if Fisher's gonna get that P8, so we'll have to find out. Slap 7 at 12, so 6 to go. Obviously, you want to save some of your ERS just for the end there. Want to make sure you can get a good run out of some of these corners. As the Alpine and the Williams are having a nice battle for 6th right now. And Mark Boog. Okay, he's gone. But yeah, I do expect right now, for the time being, Landon and Jarrett will stay behind, and then once the time comes at the end of this sprint, they'll make the move, and we'll just see what happens there, because we've had some pretty amazing sprint finishes, like Saudi Arabia at Jeddah. That was pretty fun, with Sebi and Jarrett tangling up. They still ended up, you know, being the top 2, I think, but yeah, that was pretty interesting. It's now 4 laps to go here at the Red Bull Ring in the sprint. These top 3 have pretty much pulled away. And then he got the Red Bull, and then he got 3 cards right here just doing their own thing. I don't think anything's going to happen out of that. Maybe, I don't know. Hector got a 3-second time penalty, so it's just between the Alpine of Ryan Miniker and the Williams of Colin Teague. By the way, he does have a win on the season so far, winning at Imola. Good win for the team. Definitely need for points. Oh my goodness, and that's not good. Ryan makes a mistake, and Colin Teague spins out as well because he runs right into him. That should not be a safety car. Thought it was going to be if they had DNF'd, but obvious wing damage to Colin Teague. He will not get points as well as Ryan Minute. Well, Ryan will, maybe. I'm not really too sure what's going to happen there. Teague's looking to catch up. But anyways, Jared Talmadge made an overtake on Landon Lautenbach. Not sure what happened there because I wasn't watching because we had other action. Well, I guess that whatever happened must have really put Landon back there because he's kind of out of the mix right now. So I don't expect anything too much from him. Jarrett's using a lot of his overtake. As he, I believe, just hit the fab slap of the race. If it shows up at the top, yep, 110.581. So he's definitely pushing now. Coming to 2 or with 2 to go. It's gonna be a classic Jarrett and Sebi battle once more. Gets a little bit wiggly up of that corner. Jarrett's, I don't know if it's a great decision to be using that much ERS at the end of this, but that's just me. Because Sebi has 67, Jarrett with 14%. I guess we'll find out. I mean, he's getting really close. He's in a slipstream at this point, so it probably doesn't matter. We'll just have to see how this all plays out. And Jarrett started getting really close. Last lap of the sprint. He's definitely there. I think he can maybe save enough ERS to other corners to make a big run on Sebastian, but I mean, he does a 43. I'm just saying. I don't know if that means anything, but I feel like it would, meaning he can defend himself with that. Jarrett's finally trying to get a little bit closer within the last few corners. I really don't think it's enough, because you don't have too much time on the front stretch to get to that line and pass. Yeah, I think it's over for now. Out the final corner, Sebastian Kukulon will be your sprint's winner. Good job, Sebastian, there. The rest of the field. Yeah, so Ryan Minnick did get passed by Colin Teague. That is your top 8. Good sprint, honestly. That was pretty solid. I don't think Hector will lose anything more than 5th, so that's good for him. Them spinning, those 2 spinning definitely helped him for points. Yeah, so Sebastian is your sprint winner. I think once more. So we'll see what happens in the race. It's probably going to still be raining, so we'll see. But this is only good for Jarrett because him getting second just extends his point lead a little bit more. I mean, in all honesty, I don't know what the exact points are looking like right now, but I have to assume that Jarrett's just absolutely gone still. Let's see how Jose Perez will do as well. I see DNF'd, but he had a really fast car. All right, let's see here. IFC points. Yeah, Jarrett Talmadge currently with 128 points to Landon with 84. So Landon's 44 behind, and then Hector is 51 behind. Sebastian is 65 behind. Colin Teague is 79 behind. Jillian Sims is 95 behind, and yeah, that's kind of it from there. If your name is Sebastian Kukulon, Colin Teague, well, actually, I don't think I don't know. I think those two have a chance, but I'm not. I wouldn't be too sure about that. Do I have to do this again? Oh my god. Oh my god. Are we in this situation again or have to get in the car? Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so I don't know why the game's being stupid, but we are in the race, so we're gonna have to leave. I don't even understand how I'm ahead of these guys, even though I didn't even qualify. I hate this game. Can I just? I can't retire from there.
Make sure to warm up the tyres and brakes. Warm the tyres and brakes throughout the lap, please.
Can I just like DNF my car from this angle? I don't. Hold on. Yeah, so we have to start the race. This is just a really stupid way of doing this, but I guess we'll miss a little bit of the start of the event. Wouldn't mind doing a race in F1, you know, but I'm really bad at this game, so I'm not even gonna try. There we go. Retire from session, please. Like, please retire me from session. I just want to spectate at this point, man. Alright, there we go. We're off, and Sebastian Kukulon takes the early lead. We'll get this stuff set up in just a second. Okay, my AI has left. That's good. If it was still in, I'd be really pissed off about that, but we're good. So Landon making the early overtake on Sebastian. It's successful, and that was a good pass. All right. So Landon takes the lead on lap 1. Hopefully I didn't mess anyone up with that, you know, AI crap, but anyways. Never mind that. 36 laps in this race. It's gonna be a hopefully a pretty quick one. I mean, I assume so. Is Red Bull so. As a Red Bull right there makes a mistake. Oh, and Hector Garcia's gonna go around in the final corner. That's really not good for the Williams. That's really unfortunate. Both the Williams are in the back. That's really not good. As Colin digs on the hards, that strategy might go a little bit awry at the moment. But hopefully those two will work together and see what they can do. As teammate of Jarrett Talmadge, Mark Boog has already got the third. But the problem is with him is that he's used a lot of his ERS. You don't want to use too much ERS at the start of the race. That's too much. It's lap 2. I mean, come on, man. As you can see, the same thing with Brand Schick, Fisher Giannotti, Julian Sims. Like you can tell who's the more experienced drivers here at this stuff because you can just these two up here, they have good ERS right now. Sebastian's gonna try to run down Landon once more, or just sit behind for a while. I would probably sit behind for a while. I think that's what he's gonna do. So yeah, Mark Boog's doing good right now, but I don't recommend doing what he's doing at all. So we got a caution for Jose Perez. Spun on the final corner. There will be no safety car. Really unfortunate for Jose. I mean, he did win the truck race at Daytona on Thursday for the Sports Peak Truck Series. That was nice to see, but you want to see him do good in F1 as well. Cause that's his main thing. He loves F1. So it sucks to see him not do too well in the opening stages. But you see here, Fisher Giannotti with like no ERS. That's I mean, your car ain't killed, but come on, it's lap 3, man. And same story with Mark Boog. But anyways, we'll forget about that for now. I'm talking about Fisher. He gets a 3-second time penalty that will count, obviously. So he's gonna drop pretty much to 8th place. Landon Laudenbach gets the fastest lap of the race. 1:08.1. They'll get faster probably in the closing laps. So one's probably gonna go on softs in the back and they'll be like, I'm trying to get the fastest lap of the race, or they're gonna get a safety car and it's gonna be like a 2-lap dash, and then they'll be on softs or something like that. But we'll see what happens until then. We'll go on board with Sebastian for about a lap. Oh, and someone just spun out back there. No safety car. That might have been. I really. That was Hector Garcia. Unfortunate for him. But Lana Lauterbach is clear leader. Nothing much else has happened. The AlphaTauri's are getting a little bit closer, but that's about it. Jared Talmadge gets by his teammate, Mark Boog. Again, if you are just tuning in or just watching the stream later, if you want to join the IFC, OTC, VHS, or SSTS, those are both Heat 5 leagues, or even iRacing. There's a lot of spots available for iRacing, but if you want to join that, we got the OMA Discord. Just search up my name on YouTube. Should find it. Look in the OMA archive videos, and just go in the description of those videos, and you'll see the Discord link. I know it should be quite easy to do that, because I don't think any other person on YouTube has Lyle Chat as username. So, again, if you just want to join as a fan or be a part of the races and the action, you're completely free to join our Discord. But back to the action. Well, there isn't really much action going on right now, but there is something to note. If you didn't notice already, Sebastian and Jarrett are on the hards while Landon is on the mediums. I feel like, you know, those hards is probably the better strategy if I'm Sebastian. If I am right behind Landon, okay, with the hards, same amount of lap wear, only a second behind, and I have more ERS, then you know you're faster than him in the end. No matter what happens, you'll be the faster in the end. Is Jose made a mistake? It gets around. Not really. It's really not going good for him right now. Oh, and the other Red Bull makes a mistake, and Center 2. Not good for the Red Bulls tonight. But anyways, as I was saying, if I'm Sebastian right now, I'm feeling on top of the world. I'm right behind Landon in the same tire wear with the, you know, the long run tire. As he makes a great overtake on him, and is successful with it, I think Sebastian's gonna win this race. All right. Jarrett's 4 seconds behind. Screw that. Sebastian's gonna win this race, regardless. That's just what I think. You can't be faster with the hards if I'm Landon. So, if you're on the if you're on the mediums, you can't be, and you're going that pace, and the hards just passed you, then obviously you can't be faster on the hards, unless I'm going crazy. I don't know, but that from what I'm seeing, that's just what I'm making up of the situation. We'll you know, if a safety car comes out, that'll change a lot of the race, but we will see how this will all lay out. But for right now, I think Sebastian is the favorite for tonight's race. And obviously Landon's sticking right behind. He's in the slipstream. You know, he'll probably use his ERS somewhere, probably like right here. Gotta try to make a nice clean overtake on Sebastian, but it'll use a lot of his power. So he goes with the first, but again, the same situations I've been explaining with Sebastian. I think Sebastian is just faster. If he's faster on a tighter compound, then that's just how it's gonna roll with Sebastian. I think he's gonna do good. Meanwhile, though, Jarrett is gaining a tiny bit each lap. He's still like in the 3.9 point, 4.0 second range, but he is becoming a little bit faster. Where probably a little bit more of the hards, getting that long run a little bit early. So he's catching a little bit while he's 2 battle. But obviously he won't do anything right now. Just saying he is catching up a little bit. It's a great battle between the Ferraris right now. You can't hear that much emotion in my voice, but I will say it's a very exciting battle to watch between these two very experienced drivers. Sebastian is probably the greatest in the OMA in terms of overall skill. Won the VRC Season 3 championship on NASCAR Heat 2 or 3, whichever game. He's won both IFC titles. He's won a VNS title, and I think in Season 1. So that's 4. Then he won an OTC cut short season title, but it's still a title. He won that in Season 2. On Project Cars 2. But yeah, Sebastian has 5 titles, more than anyone else in the OMA. Anyone who comes close is Drew Jua with 3 titles, and the NASCAR Heat side of things with the VRC. But Sebastian overall skill is the better man. If Sebastian did have more time, and I mean he has a lot of time, but if he chose to do Heat still, if he was really good at Heat, I would say even do some iRacing, I think he'd be good at that. I think he'd be great at that. If he had Forza, I think he'd be amazing at that. But for right now, he's sticking to F1, and he is on a slump, a bit of a slump, as you see Julian Sims spin out there and not go for the Mercedes. By the way, Fisher, Ryan, and Julian do have time penalties. But as I'm saying, whoa, wait, what happened? Hold up. Well, I just missed a bunch of action, because when I see something, something else goes awry. Well, Landon must have been a mistake, because he's going to the pits now. He's going to go on them hards for the rest of the race, probably, which will be quite risky, but that's not good for Landon at all. That might take him out of the podium and bring the 2 AlphaTauris in. And just to mention, Mark Book having an actual career day, because he's doing good, which he's been doing good, but he doesn't end out the race or he DNFs. So, good to see AlphaTauri do good right now. But as I'm saying, with Sebastian, if he had other games, had other time, more motivation to do it, I think he could even have more championships. But yeah, I don't know. He's one of the best ever. He's been running this stuff since 2018. He's an OG of the sport. It's always nice to see Sebastian again. He is on a slump right now, 4th in points, but he missed the race, so I gave him the benefit of that out. But surely, with winning the sprint, I think if he wins this race, he will gain a lot of points on Jarrett. So, and as Jarrett Talmadge gets a 3-second time penalty, that just gives it even more for Sebastian. Wow, that's really unexpected. Really not good for Jarrett either. He's going to have to really pull away from Sebastian if he wants to get to him. But yeah, I think that with Landon's issue and with Jarrett having the 3-second time penalty, that unless something happens to Sebastian, all you have to do is, play it chill, play it safe. He is literally in the best spot possible to win this race. He almost has to do mere nothing to him, to his skill level. Just win this race. Boog is 5 seconds back. That's nothing to Sebastian. He can just race. So, you know, not even half the race in, I think this Ferrari's already got it in the bag. But I don't want to give him a commentator curse just yet. And, you know, there's a few people who do have some time penalties already, so it won't be too good if everyone else gets them. I won't be too surprised. But you see there, the Alpino Fischer Giannotti is in the gravel. Look at all that dirt and grime on that car. That thing is beat up. Well, I guess at least almost everyone gets points. So, not too much of a loss. Coming up on a lap car here, that should be Jose Perez. As Fischer Giannotti's in the pits, they will. I think Jose will pass Fischer. Yep. So some more points for Jose, even though he's in 9th. I think that's, you know, pretty nice to have for the moment being. Yep, he might get passed later though. Ooh, Mark Boog's in the pits. I can't say I'm too surprised. It has been 16 laps on the mediums. And knowing Boog, he's been pushing the limits a little bit today with his ERS, which has been good. He's been solid with it. He's still in the podium spots. So, now that he is going to be on the hards, we'll see what he can do in the latter half of this race. But yeah, he's still in 5th or 6th at the moment, so he should be doing good. As you can see, everyone else is pitting as well. But the top 3 are in 16 lap hards, and while T has run into some issues in this race, he's 11 seconds behind. He is still in a decent spot at the moment, I think. But he might need to rely on a safety car if he wants to get a good finishing position. But we'll find out. We'll find out. Because I think knowing the past few weeks of this league, or this series, there's been a lot of action at the end of the race. There's been 2 photo finishes, 3 finishes between like a few seconds. I mean, it's been crazy. It's stuff that I didn't think I'd ever see in F1, but here we are with IFC, and it's been happening. A lot of action's been happening, and while you see here, you know, Austria isn't the most exciting track in the world, but it's produced some good racing so far. But for right now, if there's no more safety cars, I think Sebastian is gonna shut those doors and just give it all for himself, because he is doing exactly what he needs to do right now, and he's sweeping this race. Should get max points. Oh! And Mark Booty spun out. That's not good for him. He's in the gravel. I was skipping through the field for a quick second there. And now AlphaTauri spun out. Well, that should put him out of his podium spot, unfortunately. But, yeah, not good for Boog. Not good at all. Don't let your race fall down yet. I mean, you still got the chance to get some good points here. And as Hector Garcia pits, taking a little bit longer on the mediums. Now, that should leave everyone on the hards. So he will have the fastest tires, or I mean not the fastest tires, the freshest tires. And this is around where he will be at the finishing result of the race. Now, Jarrett Talmadge has caught up a little bit of time. Sebastian, he's been in the 3 second. He's been in the 3 second, 4 second range for a good while now. But he has a 3 second time penalty, so I don't see him really getting away with it if he passes Sebastian, unless Sebastian gets a 3 second time penalty. If that does happen, then it's up to Jarrett to catch up. If Sebastian gets 2 3 second time penalties, then I think it's all over. I doubt it, though, because he's been nothing but perfect this race. But, you know, again, like I have said, there's been so much action in the last few weeks of this series that I will not be surprised about anything that happens. So we're coming to 16 laps to go. I don't want to ride on him for too long, but man, it's been really impressive for Sebastian. When a Ferrari is dominant, they're really dominant. Like landing at Bahrain, he I think led almost every single lap. And Sebastian here today has led almost every single lap. It's been nothing but perfection for these guys. And I would say even actually Landon, who's in third right now, after making his mistake, he's 26 seconds behind, but he does have some pressure hards. I'm not sure how that will really play out for him because he spun out. We'll have to find out. But I don't think a podium spot is imminent for him right at the moment. And Colin Teague has made an interesting strategy. With his big gap, he's gone on the mediums. He just turned a lap with old Ware with him, and he has about 16 more to go with those. I think this could work. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, the guys behind him are about 5 seconds. With the hards, I think it will take a while, but it'll probably even out, and they might get close, barring no mistakes. I will say though, I can't remember if it was a sprint or if it was this race, but Teague did make a mistake, I think, or he had a bit of a slouchy kind of start. The Williams in general did have a bad kind of start, but Colin Teague might be on a good strategy. I really couldn't tell you because I don't play this game enough to tell you what will be good or not. It's mostly on what the driver does, obviously, but. Well, we will see what happens in the last few laps of this race as we're coming to that point. But for now, Jarrett has lost time to Sebastian. He's kept lead, and the Red Bull, which was behind Teague, gets a 3-second time penalty. So that gives 5th to Boog, 6th to Ryan Miniker, and yeah. So that's good for Boog. Oh no, and we got a Red Bull spun out as that's Brandon Schick. So that is his race done. I mean, it's not over yet, but for any mere competition, I think that's over. So now Teague is caught little to he's catching little time per lap. Obviously being only 5 seconds behind Landon. And he did set the fast lap of the race. I do expect that. He is starting to fly a little bit now, I will admit. That is really good for him. He can catch Landon if Landon doesn't make another mistake like he did earlier. I think it was his mistake. I didn't watch, but it might have been him. But yeah, anyways, Jarrett Talmadge, if you've been watching the intervals, has gone from about 4.5 seconds to about 2.5 seconds back from Sebastian Kukulon. They're on the same lap hards. Obviously, it doesn't mean anything right now because Jarrett has a 3-second time penalty that will indeed count. Yeah, I mean, he can gain a lot of time, and that might have been Sebastian who made a mistake. I don't even know, but it's kind of over for Jarrett. I don't think he's gonna get anything better than a second place. Which honestly, for that second place, I tell you, he's lucky. Because if Landon didn't get that if he didn't make that mistake, he'd be in a. I mean, he could be third, but if Conti caught up, then he could be fourth. So Jarrett could be out of the podium right now if things were a little bit more perfect for those conditions. But I think he'll keep second. But yeah, the main thing though we're talking about right now is that Sebastian Kukulon obviously swept most of this race. He's gonna get a bunch of points, max points, almost, if he can get fastest lap. I doubt he will, because he's not gonna be pitting again. I think. I actually don't really know about that, but because 24 laps is a lot for hards. They're gonna have to pit at some point here. Actually, no. Yeah, that is where Landon Lonnerbach's gonna come in. That's where he's gonna come in. I don't know why that just clicked in my head, but that's where Landon Lauterbach is gonna come in and potentially steal the show. I think 24 seconds is a good enough gap. But the issue for Landon is that he's on 11 lap old hards. Now, yes, that is the longer run compound, but you already know these two are probably gonna stretch it out a little bit more laps. If they stretch it out a few more laps, I think they could do softs, but they're planning on mediums. I can't imagine anything else. As Hector Garcia gets another time penalty, I think it's his second 3 seconds. So it's kind of pretty much over for Hector right now, unfortunately. Jarrett has kept in the 2-second range of Sebastian. I don't really know what the strategy's gonna be looking like here, because Conti's caught up to Landon a little bit more, not fully, but a little bit more. I'm sure that compound can last 10 more laps. Landon is not gonna pit for at all, so once Conti catches up, that's gonna be the battle for the last spot on the podium. But then once the top 2 pit. Actually, yeah, when the top 2 pit with Jarrett's 3 second, I think Landon has a chance at getting second. So that's where Ferrari would be top 2 spots on the podium. So obviously the strategy is very, very obscure for an IFC race right now, but it's quite interesting. And we're down to 10 laps to go. Jarrett is now the closest he's ever been to Sebastian in quite some time. But he just keeps losing it in the first sector, I think. Well, okay, I take that back, but it's one of the sectors he's just losing it in every single time. That down to 2.3. These two, oh, we have a wreck ahead of these guys, involving Jose Perez once again. This might be a good time to catch up with that yellow. Yeah, I think Jarrett definitely compensated a little bit there, just a tiny bit. and also lost some. It's very up and down, but as the Red Bull of Brandon Schick gets the fast lap of the race, he's giving up on everything. So he's gonna go in the softs and somehow live on that for a few more laps, which I doubt will even work, but we'll see. Said he cannot make any more mistakes. I mean, not like he's not making any mistakes, but he cannot make a mistake as in spinning out or losing a lot of time. Because if Jared does get 3 seconds ahead, then he will probably be scored the victor. And then I think even Landon Lautenbach could get around Sebastian. He's been gaining slight time on those two. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough for the exit pit road, but I don't know. And you know what? Sebastian and Jarrett might not even pit, but I don't know what their tire wear is. Going an entire race on the hards. I mean, I think you have to do a mandatory pit stop. Is that correct? I mean, I think so. I don't know. Conti has not really gained as much time since I last checked to Landon. And he probably has to save some fuel as well. I don't know really if the fuel is a issue, but it might be. It's interesting to see how Sebastian runs the course, as he is going to enter pit road for the first time today. Brandon Schick with another time penalty, doesn't really matter. Jarrett's can go out another lap, or 2, or 3, or 4, or 5, we'll see. And take the lead currently. Sebastian is going to go in the softs because he can do so. So now I think the lead and the win is going to Sebastian. And I was thinking that Landon had some time to get to Sebastian. That is not true. That will not happen at all. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking with saying that, but I thought the pit stops would be a little bit longer in my head. Now what Sebastian's going to do is he's going to go for the fastest lap right now. So once he does that, he will be guaranteed max points. I think if he can't take the fastest lap, then he must have spun out or something, because I don't think there's any mistakes he can make with this one right now. And Ryan Miniker gets a 3-second time penalty. That's not too good, with Hector being behind, so that gives 6th place to Hector. Once again. That isn't too good. Jared Talmadge is in the pits. And Sebastian is hauling butt right now. Here he comes. This is going to be the fastest lap of the race, and we will watch how he will do it. Let's see what Sector 1's going to be. Actually, I didn't even see what it was. Virtual safety car. Oh, no! That is not good for Fisher and Sebi and everyone else. It wasn't a safety car, but VSC, that's going to mess up Sebi's time. He was running so good, too. I think he can still get it, but you want the freshest of the fresh. and that's gonna screw up Jared as well. So I think Brandon Schick still has the fastest lap, which is gonna screw him up. And now Landon Lauterbach is well under the 3-second range of Jarrett Talmadge. So that will give Landon second place. So after spinning out this or whatever happened to him, this strategy will work after all. So was right about that. And Teague is hauling butt as well, but I don't know if it's gonna work. We'll see. He has quicker tires, but more wear, I think. Well, not more wear, but less wear. We will find out. We'll find out. But it's now 4 laps to go. Sebastian's gonna try to throw a banger lap. I think he can still get fastest lap. We'll find out. I think regardless of where, he can still get it done. Whoa, some lag there. Sebastian is quite laggy right now. Hopefully that does not affect anything at the end of this race. And he does not get fastest lap. Well, actually that might be because of the last corner. Jose gets fastest lap though. I think he got a 106. Unfortunately, that one lap of VSC did not come in Sebastian's favor. So I don't think with 3 lap softs he can get the fastest lap, but we'll just have to find out this time. I think it's over for T. He will not catch up to Landon Lauterbach. Actually, Landon's lost some time to Jarrett, which that's really huge. But you know, Jarrett's in the soft, so I can't say I'm too surprised. It was going good for him for a second there. But hey, still a podium, still a podium. Regardless of what happens. We'll see if Sebastian comes across the line with the fastest of the race. He's definitely trying to, because you can see right there. A little off track. That will be fastest lap of the race, I think. No? Wow. Oh, what was it? Oh no, Jarrett's gonna get it. Okay. We could look right here. See what the fast lap. Well, actually, I'll look at that later. It was pretty close though for what Sebastian had, but Jarrett's gonna get it for now. And I don't think Sebastian's gonna even try to get it at this point, but we'll see. It's 2 to go, obviously. Sebastian Kugelon has got this in the bag, looking for his first victory since Season 2. I don't know if he won the last race, but it's been a dang long time since he last won an IFC. It's gonna be, this one's gonna feel really good. Yeah, so we got a slower Sector 2. He's not pushing it as much as he could anymore. Landon is falling back. And as Sebastian Kukulon comes to the white flag. I think Colin Teague might have something for Landon, potentially. He got kind of close there. He got kind of close there. I was just thinking that for a second. Seems to me not. And he gets a 3-second time penalty. So that's pretty much his race. But Sebastian has been absolutely dominant today. One of the most dominant performances in IFC this season thus far. The Ferraris definitely have that kind of skill up their sleeves. It's been a great race 6. And a great start to hopefully the new half for Sebastian. As he actually might set another fast lap here. But this will be great for Sebastian. He won't get max points with that 1 extra point. But with the sprint and the race, Sebastian Kugelon's going to come out the final corner. And he's going to win with almost max points. What a performance for that Ferrari. That should be very good for the point standings. For for drivers points. Yeah, Sebastian is just he definitely he got what he needed to get. Very happy for him. Jarrett, if he didn't get that time penalty, I still think it wouldn't have been enough. And as Brandon Schick's gonna take a new pair of softs, he's gonna go for the try to get the fastest lap here. We'll see if he can do it. I think it's like a 106 something. 3, 4. Yep, there it is. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he got it there. We'll find out in just a second. Didn't really show up, but Sebastian Kukulon is your winner. Colombian's back, boys. The Colombian's back. I think he's here to stay too. And he's gonna keep doing good performances week in, week out. And hopefully try to catch up to Jarrett Talmadge, your points leader. Here's your finishing results. You can see there, Sebastian gets a gain of 7 points on Jarrett. Not too much, but for being race 6, that is quite a bit. I think that should be good enough for him at the time being. There's we'll go to your race director real quick and see who got the fastest lap. I want to check this. I guess it wasn't it. I guess I went to Jarrett. Oh yeah, no, Jarrett had a 105. Yeah. So Jarrett should be getting a 105 here. Yeah, that was it. Well, that is it. I don't think we'll get any interviews once again because we didn't really do that here, but we get them in our series. But yeah, great performance from tonight's Ferrari. Great performance tonight here at the Red Bull Ring from Sebastian Kukulon and the Ferrari. Yeah, I got nothing much else to say about that. It was a very clean race for the most part in the top 10. Well, not top 10, but like top 5 or so. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. We'll be back here next week. And if you are a NASCAR fan, make sure to tune in to Jeffrey Krunka's channel every Thursday at 8 or so p.m. for the Truck Series. We will not be here next week, but we'll be here the week after. I'll be doing that race as well at Iowa. But then the next day, well, not the next day, but next Friday, we have OTC, I believe, and VHS at Atlanta. So, be looking forward to that. But for now, that is pretty much all we got. I'm Landon Lyle. Thank you for watching live or afterhand. But yeah, I'll see you guys later.